Hey y'all, this one is kind of a weird tip, but bear with me and I think it'll be useful to some of you. So if you are priming your throws white before you glitter them white, priming being like giving it a coat of acrylic white paint. Sometimes a shoe takes acrylic white paint real nice, like this one's, that's one coat of acrylic white paint. I'll touch it up and then it'll be ready for white glitter. This one, because it's suede or some fabrics, they really like soak up the paint and won't turn white. It takes many, many, many coats, and sometimes even after many, many coats, it doesn't happen for you. So I'm going to show y'all a tip for taking that a little quicker. Okay, so I've just given this, and it's hard to see because it's white glue. I've given this just a coat of my Mod Podge and Aleene's, and I'm going to, on top of that, just do plain white glitter. I'm going to use Invisible Jet. It would be a great moment to use like a slightly contaminated white glitter, or if you have like a couple of dregs of whites, you could mix them up together, make yourself a little especial blanc, and roll with that. So I'm going to go ahead and instead of doing 2 coats of white paint, that's gotten 1 coat of white paint. I'm going to give it another coat of white paint. Instead of doing 2 coats of white paint, on this one, I'm going to give it a coat of white glitter and then white paint on top of the white glitter, and then that's primed and ready to glitter up. I'll show y'all. Okay, so now she's got a coat of Invisible Jet. And yes, she looks like absolute, I don't want to say, she looks like, she does not look great right now, but y'all bear with me, and I promise we're going to clean her up, get a nice white on her very soon. So we let this coat of plain white glitter dry, and when it dries, we're going to paint it, and then we're ready to glitter. Okay, so my layer of Invisible Jet has dried on top of this shoe, and you can see it's a little messy. It is not the cleanest and prettiest thing in the whole wide world, but what we've got now is some white acrylic paint that is just plain white acrylic paint. And now that it has, this coat of clear glitter to grip onto, I'm getting a beautiful white finish. So I don't need to do multiple coats of paint. I need to do 1 coat of clear glitter, 1 coat of white paint, and then this is ready to roll. So that's my little trick. That's my little workaround for a shoe that's just like sucking up your glue and not interested in getting primed white. It's a little more work than a regular shoe because you do have to basically put a coat of glitter, put a coat of paint, and then you're ready to start glittering. But if you've got a particular shape and you really want to make it white, that's the way to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and glitter and paint these all the way, but look at the difference. Look how opaque that is. That is ready to go. That is ready to take white glitter. This even was a pretty cooperative shoe, and it's going to need 2 coats of white paint. So that's just something to think about. That's an option for if you're trying to get your shoes to a nice flat white. And I will finish these up, and I'll take some pictures of them base painted, and I'll take a picture of them glittered up, because I'm going to glitter these up. All right, so this is a pair of shoes where the shoe is suede, so that's going to give you a better sense of what it looks like when the glue, when the paint, the white paint does not want to actually make the shoe opaque. So this is a wedge that has gotten a coat of Invisible Jet and plain glue, and this is one that's got nothing, and this is my plain white acrylic paint. And when I paint the acrylic paint onto the suede, you can kind of see that it's getting soaked up. It's not really turning white. Can y'all see? The white paint is getting soaked up into the suede. The suede is just really absorbent and doesn't want to cooperate with me in terms of getting painted white. This one, which already has the coat of glitter, just like before, I put that white paint on top of that coat of glitter, and it's just a lot more cooperative. You can see them side by side. I put it on and it gets soaked up. And I could do like 3 or 4 coats and still have this happen, but if I just put that coat of clear glitter or white glitter, it's just a lot more cooperative. So one more tip I want to mention, one more little thing I want to talk about while we're talking about putting white paint onto our shoes. If you have just glue on your brush, you can just pop it in water. If you have paint, you cannot do that. You cannot just pop it in water and leave it there. It will get stinky. So take this and go rinse it out if there's any paint in it at all. Even if you mixed paint with glue, you got to rinse it out. That paint is going to get stinky if it sits in the water. If it's only glue, if it's pure glue, it can sit in water until you're ready to glitter again. Even if it's a couple days, even if it's more than a couple days, it can sit. So those are my tips. See the difference? Oof.